Ninjala! You guys are probably wondering, what is this? This is something that I normally wouldn't upload to the channel, but this is a game that has my interest a lot, and I really wanted to share you guys what Ninjala is. If you guys don't own a Nintendo Switch, Ninjala is a free-to-play game that is coming, I believe, on May 27th to the Switch, and it's a free-to-play game. And what you can think about it is that it is Splatoon and Shinobi Striker together forming a baby, and you get Ninjala. I say this because Ninjala has a similar art style to Splatoon, which I think is very cool, and for how the game is mechanically structured, it reminds me a lot of Shinobi Striker. For this video, I do want to have a discussion about how my beta experience was, explaining how the game kind of works, and then talking about maybe some future content that I will be doing with the game if you guys do enjoy this. First thing we're going to talk about is my beta experience. For the most part, everybody's experience is probably similar to mine. I had a lot of connection issues with the beta. They were able to resolve it somewhat during the first two sessions. It was a really on and off type of thing for me. I was able to play both sessions for about 30 minutes apiece, and towards the end of the last session I was actually able to figure out how to stay within the game even if the beta session was over with. I was only able to stay in training and practice a few things, but it was still fun to able to actually stay in the game even after the beta session period was over with. On the last day, it seemed that they did fix a lot of the connection issues that the game was having. I was actually able to get in a lot more games a lot faster, and so I think they have fixed the server issues that they were having. To clarify, this beta was a stress test, so a lot of disconnects, DCs, they were all possibly going to happen. So if you guys experienced this, if you guys felt that was frustrating, just remember this was a stress test, so you guys should have kind of expected this to be happening, but it isn't an excuse that this was happening quite a bit. It shouldn't have happened as much as it did, but I'm hopefully that they did resolve this issue and we won't have this issue when the game fully releases. Besides the connection issues I was having with the beta, the game is really amazing. I had a lot of fun playing the game, and I can't wait until the game fully releases. Like, guys, I really don't want to play nothing else but Ninjala right now. Like, that game is so fun, and how the game looks, you'll probably think, bro, you're a big kid wanting to play this. But the game is a lot of fun. If you guys play Shinobi Striker, this game took the formula of Shinobi Striker and just improved upon it and made it 10 times better. The game feels a lot more fluid, feels like there's a lot more that they're going to be able to do with this game, and it seems like the developer support behind it is going to be crazy. They were always constantly updating us on things that what they were doing to try to resolve it. So I feel as if they have that same attitude of always updating us with content, letting us know some new things and new events they're going to be bringing to the game, this game is going to be around for a pretty long time. And also, I don't think it's confirmed as only a Switch exclusive, but it is only coming to the Switch as of right now, so it could potentially come to other consoles as well in the future, but depending on how well it does on the Switch, we'll see. The next thing I want to get into is customization for the game. First, getting into the game, I thought that I was only able to pick between the 8 characters that was given to us, and so I was able to change my skin color, I was able to change my hair color, and then later on I found out we was able to actually change our hair type. You could change your facial expression, and you could actually put clothing pieces on your character. You're actually really able to create and make your character unique. Next, we're going to get into weapon classes. The weapon classes for this game are the katana, the drill, the hammer, and the yo-yo. The main ones I was able to work with were with the hammer and the yo-yo. I did play a little bit of the katana, but majority of my hours going into this game was with the hammer and the yo-yo. Each weapon has their own set of skills, passive and active. They have their own ultimate, they have their own combo system, health, speed, damage output, and also have their own bubblegum style. If you guys didn't know, the main focus of this game with Ninjala is that you're able to have actual bubblegum abilities. Now, when holding ZL on the controller, which is the left trigger on the Switch, you're actually able to summon up a bubble gum, and then if you hit ZR, the right trigger on the Switch, you're able to activate your gum's ability. Depending on the weapon choice that you chose will determine what gum ability that you have. The craziness with the weapon classes, they are so diverse, none of them feel exactly the same. They all feel completely different, and I really do like that. My ranking system of like which weapons are the best, I think the hammer class is the best, then it would be the drill, then the katana, then the yo-yo. But All of these weapons, none of them are really weak. All of them are really good, so no matter what weapon choice that you pick, they all are pretty viable. You just have to understand how do you play with that class. You have to understand your abilities, how you are able to chain your abilities. You have to understand how your combo structure works with your weapon, which isn't too hard. You are able to just spam button and just automatically combo into things, but you're also able to pull off cool combos if you want to get kind of creative, because the game actually allows you to do jump cancels and dash cancels, which is something that I feel is very creative. Now, the only thing I wish they did add to the game was a combo counter. They don't have a counter, so you don't truly know if combos are real. The only way that you can tell if combos are real is that you have to really just look at your opponent and see if there is a way that they have fallen out of animation or if they can recover. Now, the thing about this game is that you cannot manually recover, or at least I couldn't figure out how to manually recover. I went to training mode trying to think how to manually recover, and it seems like once you get caught in the combo, you just have to hit the ground and just hope that your opponent just drops the combo and just doesn't hit you again. I feel as if that is kind of weird, and that they should add a manual way for you to recover mid combo, because I feel as if not being able to recover kind of makes it so that once you get into a combo, you're basically just instantly dead. But weapon classes, they all feel pretty unique, and I like the diversity between them. I'm pretty sure we're going to have other additional weapon classes, maybe not on the initial release of the game, but I'm pretty sure in the future for the game they are going to release additional weapon classes for us. Next I want to talk about is game modes. The game modes that we have access to during the beta was the BR and training. Training allowed us to practice combos, practice abilities and things like that. Everything that you would expect in the training mode. BR Battle Royale was an 8-player solo, and basically the mechanics of it was that it not only went off of you how many kills you collected, it also went off of how many robots that you destroyed. These robots are these big red apple looking things on each corner of the map and also within somewhere of the center of the map. And the whole objective of destroying these robots is that it increases your stamina gauge. You also collect these golden orbs around the game, which replenishes stamina that you have used up. These are very essential, and you also get points for collecting these as well. But the whole objective of the Battle Royale is to collect the most points as possible, and then once the game is over, everybody also gets bonuses. There's bonuses for who had the most kills, who destroyed the most drones, who survived the longest, who had like the least deaths, things like that. And so just because you have first place towards the end, if there was somebody that had more kills than you, then most likely they're going to rack up quite a bit of points and be able to take first place from you. BR was the only game mode that we had access to. The other game modes that we have knowledge of is that there is a 4v4 going to be coming into the game. We don't know if there's going to be different types of 4v4, such as like actual like capture the flag or domination, but for the most part I believe the first one that we're pretty sure we're going to be having is a team deathmatch style 4v4, which is going to be very exciting because I feel as if this game is really going to excel in team play, and it's going to show what this game is really capable of. The maps that we've seen for 4v4 are really amazing. In training mode we're actually able to switch to one of them, and that map is amazing. If they already have other maps designed for this game, for the 4v4, just BR, just any game modes in general, they are going to be crazy because the map designs in this game is actually really good, and I really do enjoy them a lot. I think there will also be a private match based on the description of one of the game modes that I saw in the beta. I'm hoping that it will be a private match, because if so, we're going to be able to have a lot of fun, play with friends, and being able to play with your friends, especially set up 4v4 like clan battles, that is going to be a lot of fun because of the depth that it has in it, and mechanically there is going to be a skill gap between players. There are going to be a difference between really good players and people who are average and bad players, because the combo depth and the depth that there is in this game is pretty good, and I feel as if that people are going to want to do a lot of clan like things with this game. You know people did this Shinobi Striker, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to do it in Ninjala. The last thing I want to talk about is system mechanics, how combo structures work. I believe I stated already that you're able to do combo cancels and dash cancels in combos. You just have to figure out where you implement these cancels, and then how you implement your specials into them, and then how you do your ultimate as well. I do have a weapon guide I will be doing based on the hammer and the yo-yo, because those are the ones that have the most time with. So if you guys do want to see those, I will be doing a video on that as well. Another system mechanic I want to talk about is the parry system. The parry system is something I kind of don't agree with, but what it is that once you and your opponent hit each other with the same attack at the same time. You guys basically do a clash. Next, you would get this these arrows prompted around your character, which will be green for left and right, blue for up, and red for down. What this is, it is a rock paper scissors mechanic that makes you guess and see what your opponent is going to do. Green beats blue, blue beats red, and red beats green. And so depending on what arrow direction your opponent picks will determine what type of move you would do. To me, they didn't fully flesh this mechanic out because it's too random in my opinion. It really doesn't show any like skill gap or like better judgment. It really is just like you have to just guess and see what your opponent is going to do. If they want to keep this implementation of this mechanic, they need to reduce the damage after a clash has been done, because once you are caught into a clash, you just have to guess correctly, and if you don't, you are going to get punished and most likely die. If they're going to keep this system mechanic, what they need to do is that after you complete a clash, your damage is lowered against your opponent, unless you do some crazy combo extension that you did like a jump cancel or like a dash cancel and went into super, then you should be able to kill. It doesn't break the game, it doesn't frustrate the game for me, but I feel as if that they should change that. But other than that, you have you're able to wall ride, you're able to dash, like I said, jump cancel combos, you have your different supers for your abilities, and that's basically it with Ninjala. Ninjala is a pretty deep game, not on a surface level. On a surface level, the game is really easy to pick up, but if you understand how games like this work, especially like if you had experience in Shinobi Striker, you can understand that there is a little bit of depth in this game. Again, this game took the formula of Shinobi Striker with the art style Splatoon and expanded upon it and made it a lot better. If you guys want to see more Ninjala content, please let me know. I will be focusing on some more other things with Ninjala. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Man, this game is so addicting.